They tell you people grow apart. I say they just learn to carry more distance. For 4 decades, we've stretched the same thread. Different circles, separate jobs, long stretches of total unintended silence. We lost almost every childhood photo we ever owned to the rain. 2 decades, 2 disasters. We have no physical proof of how we began. Well, one surviving photo. But that part of the story was never meant to live in photographs. This isn't a travel vlog. It's a map of a route that doesn't appear on paper. This is what happens when a childhood promise outlasts the distance, leading 2 people from the heat of Bulacan to the same Irish streets 6,000 miles from where they started. This is the story of Che and me. We go back, way back. We were classmates in kindergarten and primary school in Bulacan, Philippines. In 6th grade, I was the president of the student council and she was my vice. We were the kids who didn't just play. We built. We ran summer businesses selling street food snacks and led council projects like school cleanups and beautification. We were aligned before we even knew what the word meant. We weren't just friends. We were a unit. A small, unstoppable force of 2. Then the world got bigger. Secondary school and university pushed us into different orbits. Different cities, different rhythms, different versions of ourselves. On paper, this is where most friendships end. You grow up, you grow apart, and you become a memory. But we made the pact of lifelong friendship, a quiet commitment that didn't care about our growing differences. We didn't need to be the same to stay connected. That promise survived in small things, a shared joke, a landline call, or meeting in person just a few times a year. Life loves a quiet plot twist. After college, without a single phone call to coordinate, we both walked into the same workplace. I remember the moment like a small miracle, a familiar laugh across a crowded room. We had found different paths, yet we ended up at the same destination. It was brief, unplanned, and it felt like the universe nudging us, the first sign of a magnetic pull we couldn't explain. It reminded us that the pact was not just words, it was a force. When it was time for me to move to Dubai, I didn't send a text. I went to her house. I stood at her door to say goodbye face to face. There was no WhatsApp then, no Instagram to bridge the gap. Just a tight hug and a departure into the unknown. I left for the Middle East, and for a year and a half, the line went silent. Communication wasn't easy back then. We were lost to each other in the way people become lost when they're trying to become someone else. I moved to Galway looking for a fresh start. A year later, I flew back to the Philippines for a visit, only to hear the impossible. Che wasn't there. She was in Dublin. Separately, without a word to one another, we had both moved 6,000 miles to the same green island. We had been breathing the same Irish air for a year and never knew it. I remember the first message, the coffee that followed, the way the spark didn't just reignite, it roared. Ireland smelt like rain and possibility. In that mist, our pact found new life. We became Irish citizens together. We shared the same passport and the same insatiable hunger to see what lay beyond the next horizon. 10 years ago, I told her I was going back to Dubai. She was my biggest supporter. Our old pact evolved, adding a new layer.
To meet up every year to cherish our friendship for life.
A new pact that we would meet once a year, anywhere in the world, to travel together. We kept that new pact through life's highs and lows, pausing only during those years when the world went quiet and the plane stayed on the ground. Our map now carries the dust of 16 countries, from the glaciers of Iceland to the peaks of Switzerland. Each stamp is a small argument we won against distance. We are opposites. Our personalities clash in the most beautiful ways. We don't talk every day. We don't need to. This vlog isn't a travel guide. It's an altar to a 40-year commitment. Che is the family I picked for myself. We have seen each other through every version of ourselves, from the kids selling snacks on Bulacan corners to the adults crossing borders. We learned to be each other's magnets rather than mirrors. People think friendship is about sameness. It isn't. True friendship is a geometry of choice, choosing the one person worth the journey again and again, no matter how much you both change. It is the willingness to let someone grow in a different direction without losing the connection. You don't need 1,000 friends. You just need the one you choose to keep, the one who accepts you against all odds. We don't have much to show for our first 20 years of friendship. Just one old photograph. But honestly, who needs evidence when you've shared 4 decades, 16 countries, and 2 pacts? I am Earl, and thanks for being here. You've been watching Earl Explores. If you believe some routes are worth the distance, I'd be honored to have you follow along. If this resonates with you, do subscribe. Keep exploring and never stop starting. Thank you for being my rock. You've been there for the ups and downs of my life. And thank you so much for just being you. I love you to bits.
I love you too.